Equipment Tracker is a program used to track the daily issue of equipment in and out of the office utilizing barcode technology. All equipment, known as items, always have a current location. That location is either in the office or out to a member. This screen shows a table of equipment that displays the item number, the item description, and the current location for each specific piece of equipment. Notice that some of the current locations for various items are noted as office, and other items have a current location of various badge numbers of officers. Next, we'll have a look at the members table. This is the members screen and is where the members table is maintained. To add a new member, use the Add button to bring up the entry screen. Start by filling in the appropriate badge number for our new officer. His badge number is 32500. Also add a first and last name for our new officer, Lieutenant Robert Bailey. For the rank and shift fields, use the drop-down lists. Use the Save button to complete the transaction. Our new officer appears on our members table. That's all there is to adding a new member. We can now print a barcode label for Lieutenant Bailey for use when checking equipment out. Let's now go over to the equipment screen and add a new item of equipment. Here is the equipment screen where we are going to add a new item of equipment. Use the Add button to bring up the entry screen. Our new item of equipment is a cell phone, so we'll give it an item number of CP01 and a name of cell phone number 1. Use the Save button to complete the transaction. Our new item now appears on our equipment table. Note that its current location is now in the office. We will print a barcode label to attach to our cell phone. Now our cell phone is available to be scanned out to a member. We're going to issue Lieutenant Robert Bailey with a cell phone and flashlight at the beginning of his shift. We'll use the scanner to scan Lieutenant Bailey's barcode. The location where the items will now be moved is to Lieutenant Bailey. We can now scan the two items, first the cell phone number 1 and second flashlight number 5. These two items appear on our list. To complete the transaction, either scan the Accept barcode or click the Accept button. The transaction is now completed. We'll have a look at the equipment screen and note that the cell phone number 1 and flashlight number 5 are now checked out to Lieutenant Bailey, whose badge number is 32500. Let's try another transaction. For this transaction, we'll check out a shotgun to Captain Jason Henderson. We'll scan the barcode for shotgun number 1 first, and then scan the barcode label for Captain Henderson. The Accept barcode is then scanned or the Accept button used to complete the transaction. Over on the equipment screen, we find that shotgun number 1 is now checked out to Captain Henderson. The last transaction we'll conduct is to check some items back into the office at the end of an officer's shift. We'll assume it's the next day for this exercise. The shift has now ended and we're going to check some items back into the office. Captain Henderson has returned his item, shotgun number 1, and Lieutenant Bailey has returned his two items, cell phone number 1 and flashlight number 5. Note that our default location is already set to the office. We only have to scan the three items back. We'll start with shotgun number 1. Next we'll scan cell phone number 1, and finally flashlight number 5. To complete the transaction, scan the Accept barcode or click the Accept button. The transaction is completed. Our equipment screen shows the three items checked back into the office. We're going to have a look at generating some reports next, so let's go over to the report screen to do that. You can generate several different types of reports with Equipment Tracker. We'll start with the simplest report, which is a listing of all items currently in the office. Choose the Office option and then use the Search button to execute the search. The search results are listed. We have a listing of all items currently located in the office, a total of 15 items. To view a printable report, click on the Preview button. Here is all of our information ready to be printed. We will close this report and the search results window and try another report. The next report will deal with a specific member, so we can choose the member option. We're going to generate a report for one specific member. We would like a listing of all items currently located with Captain Bob Hunter. The first thing we'll do is choose Captain Bob Hunter from the drop-down list. After we find the correct member, we can execute the search. Our search results are listed, and we find that he has 2 items, flashlight number 10 and portable radio number 1. We can also preview a printable report. But what if we would like a history report for a member? Next, we'll deal with that type of search. To get a history report, we use the date range option. This gives us additional information on the report. We can set the start date and the end date by using the calendar. When the desired date range is set, we execute the search. The search results show that Captain Bob Hunter currently has 2 items, and the date and time he was issued with these items is displayed. The next search we'll conduct will follow the history of an item. We'll use the item option for this search. This is the last screen for this portion of our tour dealing with the tracking of equipment. The final report we will generate will be a history of one specific item. We choose the item option and set the date range. Let's look at all of the history for shotgun number 1 since the first of the 2000 calendar year. Execute the search and our information is displayed. You can see that this item was checked out back on January the 19th to Captain Bob Hunter, and it was returned the following day. It was once again checked out on October the 2nd and also returned the next day. That's it for the tracking of equipment and previews of a few reports in Equipment Tracker. We'll navigate back